And welcome to the Sunday after the biggest event I've pulled off in recent memory with the help of a ton of people. And not gonna have a lot of time to do much content in the next week or so, but I wanted to just take an opportunity to, now that the day has passed, share some more thanks and just some final thoughts about yesterday's amazing mega event, the Arcade1Up slash Red Cross community event that ended up being a bigger deal than I thought it could ever be, honestly. So I wanted to just share some more background about it, how I feel about the event afterwards. I hope the community enjoyed it as much as I did putting it on for everybody. I know that there's going to be a lot of talk about this event for in the next coming days, in the next coming weeks, that hopefully the reservation system works out as much as it could be. And I wanted to allow Mrs. Kongzarus to be able to share some of her experiences too. How are you, Mrs. Kongzarus?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
Come closer to me.
Oh,
They can be centered.
yeah.
There you go.
There we
Okay.
go. Hello.
Yeah, so just wanted to make this fairly quick because we didn't get an opportunity yesterday to say all the thank yous and thoughts about the event. And you and I debriefed a lot yesterday, and you, my goodness, were so tired physically, mentally from supporting the event that I wanted to allow you some space to just share your thoughts about this bigger event that you signed up more than what you bargained for originally. So first off, thank you. But I wanted to just hear your thoughts about the event. What did you think?
Yeah, thank you, Rainwater Games. It's been a long day. I'm still recovering.
Mhm.
I did make sure my eyebrows were on point before I joined the stream. We had a lot of things to clean up, but I'm just so grateful to the community for all those folks who showed up. I really appreciate everyone's patience with it. I know it took a little bit longer to do things and it was a lot of confusion, but then I realized there was a lot of folks who were just hoping like we'd be able to jump in and take care of things. And I really, really appreciate everyone's patience with it, as this was the first time we've ever tried something of this magnitude, especially for something that we were able to pull off in like less than a month in terms of scheduling. So thank you so much to the community and those who showed up. Give me a quick second.
Okay. Then we have somebody trying to bust into the room right now. But I wasn't expecting Mrs. Kongzuras to get as heavily involved as she did. And one of the things that I find most valuable in people is this quality of being able to do what needs to be done without being told. And I say this often to folks, and it's the quality that I admire the most. And she has it. She does a lot of those things that just keep the engine running. And there wasn't anything that I was telling her to do. She just kind of found a niche and a role from being there right at the beginning at, my goodness, my door is very squeaky. Right in the morning, setting up to, finding ways to help new folks that were arriving and welcoming them, to doing logistics. You pretty much had your hand in a little bit of everything.
I like to touch all things.
Yeah, you do like to touch all things, make your imprint on things.
Yeah. I was sad that I didn't see any of your streams. So thank you to the content creators who invited Kongzaras and John D to your streams and just had them hang out and show how much fun they had. I heard there's a couple of ones that were quite entertaining.
Yes.
John and his a surprise guest that joined, I think, Console Kids stream, right?
Yeah, the It's COVID meme has been making its way around, who actually was an attendee. She was one of the early attendees that was there with her husband on site. And so the joke is did it on purpose to make fun of John.
That's why she looks familiar. I know who it was.
You know who it was?
I remember their ticket and their name.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
So you remember them early on?
I do remember them
early
on.
Now that you saw it,
it
makes a little more sense.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
The husband was really supportive. He was really chill.
He was volunteering a lot too.
It was nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They were helping out a lot.
Yeah, that's so fun. So much fun. Yeah. So for folks that asking about reservations, I have zero idea about any reservation information. I'm sorry. So unfortunately, as I was supporting the event, and all I got for the event was this Arcade1Up t-shirt.
Sample shirt.
I know I should. There was a sticker on it earlier. But from the fulfillment side, you can ask as many questions as you want directly to the Arcade1Up team. In fact, I was supposed to get an email address that I hope to get, and I will put a link to that in the description of this video later on once I get it. If you have questions about your reservation or anything that happened, I won't have any answers for you. That's going to be the Arcade1Up fulfillment team, and they're going to take the next couple of days, if possibly weeks, to get through that. So definitely, if you have questions or issues, make sure you reach out to them.
Got the same Ralphie. Who was
Yeah,
there with
what's
us
up?
all
Rafi was
yesterday.
there. Rafi was a good volunteer helping out. Hope you got your Big Blue reservation in too. He wasn't able to pick one up on site. I know he's really disappointed in it, but I do appreciate Rafi for joining in and helping out. He was on t-shirt duty early on, helping out with line management, and was just an all-around team player. So thank you, Rafi. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
sure.
That's another thing, is a shout out to all the volunteers who joined in and helped us. Excuse me 1 second.
Yeah. Still still people trying to sneak in that. So you guys are awesome, made the total event a success. I appreciate that so much. To be fair, we would have tried to get some on stream too, just because it would have been funny. I think people are looking for that opportunity to connect with John. That's really cool. Pong brings people together, and no single people playing Pong. It's fun. What did I buy? That's a good question. So I saw the list ahead of time, but I did not make any purchases myself. I did not. I originally was thinking about, out of all the deals yesterday, that I was most interested possibly was getting Killer Instinct. I had talked about potentially getting that cab at some point when the price point was a lot lower, but there was a limited quantity on site, and it was one of the things I would have rather the people coming enjoy the experience than me taking a cabinet. And I did not even have space in my car afterwards because I was bringing a lot of supplies. I had to bring 10x10s, I had to bring tables, I brought the sound system. So I did a lot of logistical things for hosting the event. So the last thing I was able to do was grab a cabinet myself. I did grab a Pong countercade. So that's just one thing that was a little small, something that I could fit into the cart, and something that I was interested in checking out. So I got a Pong countercade. And funny enough, I don't know how this happened. So the day before, on Friday night, the Arcade1Up team had been showing up, building cabinets, and putting everything together. And they were building the projectorcade as a sample, and they got halfway done, and then they decided to not finish building it. And I think I left. I don't remember why, what happened to it. But at the end of the day yesterday, I couldn't find the pedestal portion of the projectorcade, and the only thing left was the projector itself and the control deck. And we were cleaning up, and I was like, there's nowhere to put this. We can't sell it. So then I was like, all right, I'm just going to take it for now because I needed to clean up, and we're just taking it stuff. I'm like, nobody else could take it. So I have the projector portion of the projectorcade and the deck just to be able to check it out and see how good this projector is. So I thought it'd be fun to just check it out. So those are the two things that I got from the event. So I'm not that I
purchased, because it sounded like,
okay, so I did not purchase them. I inherited them because we were cleaning up and I had to claim something. So yeah, I got a Pong countercade and a t-shirt, and half a projectorcade was what I got for this event. But it was so fun to see everything and everybody, help out and put this together. I didn't want to make the video super long, but any other kind of highlights from the day from you?
So I was just gonna answer Retrocade. When you told me that you managed to raise, so on top of the proceeds going to the American Red Cross, which is, thank you so much, Arcade1Up. We really appreciate that. That you told me you managed to raise $4,000.
Look at this total. Yeah. This is the new total for today. It's still going up because we had a couple of additional donations today. Yesterday, the stream ended. It was $4,300, $4,615. We had Retro Ralph put in $150 donation.
Thank you, Retro Ralph.
Yeah, and then I actually donated $150 myself because I had made a commitment a week ago. The day that I announced it, I started receiving super chats and revenue, and I think it was Adam Kalb that said it would be great if these super chats and things goes to the event. And so I was like, all right, anything that I do between now and the event, I'm gonna donate it back. So I
love that, like, so you put in 150.
Yes.
Thank you so much. But Travis MCP put it over the top for
Yes.
Shirts Off Boys. I'm so sad I missed this. I can't believe Ponzerus took off his shirt and showed his man gloriness at a public place and not get in trouble.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is there a total that you're shooting for right now? I mean, we're surprised. No matter what we get, we're genuinely surprised.
Yeah.
We really appreciate this community and their support. But, like, shirts off, guys. What if shirts off?
Ladies? No.
Today? I don't know.
No, that's okay.
I'm wondering what's total. will you
No,
get for the audience to contribute a little bit more? Just like
there's
riding this high.
nothing needed more. I don't this page will still be up if people want to make future donations for a little while. If people are watching this on
Can we
replay.
round it up a little bit? 99 cents seems off to me.
Yeah, we can make other donations if we want to, but no, like we're not asking for more donations at this point in time. But you can if you want to, if you're watching this on replay and you want to support. I think it's great that we're continuing to see people contribute to this. Not only did we raise this much, but after talking to John yesterday, in addition to this $4,615.99, estimated reservations plus on-site sales, I think it's going to be an additional 5K to 10K in terms of 5% of that revenue. This is estimate. This is my rough estimation based on kind of some of the initial totals. So I don't know what the final total amount's going to be. It's going to be a few weeks until everything gets collected. But I think that's so fantastic that we were able to not only do something for this hobby that we love, but make it part of a cause, and really was a true collaboration between all parties. So hats off. I would just love to do some other quick final thank yous now that I've had a day to collect some thoughts. Thank you obviously to John D and the Arcade1Up team for even having this initial vision. Liv was great in terms of an event planner and partner in crime to really kind of coordinate the logistics behind things. John is great at visions, but he's definitely the visionary person and not at the, the weeds level that we need to get a lot of event things done. That was a lot of Liv. That was a lot of me code planning a lot of different things in the background. Nicole was awesome, helping out with the point of sales and the logistics side of things as well. So great help there. The Arcade1Up street team crew, the logistics guys were awesome. Sergio, Joe were on site, were amazing. Gilbert was helping out the night before, but you worked with those guys a lot that yesterday, right?
Yeah. It was not easy having to haul ass a shit ton of arcades out of a U-Haul truck and then try to figure out where to put things strategically and fulfill orders. So, and they were not only that, they weren't just dropping the stuff in front and saying, drag it to your car. Joe and Sergio were actually walking clients to their cars and dropping off the cab. So it was like
such
a full
good customer service. Yeah, they were like so nice about the whole day, even being, there were some stressful moments with some fulfillment orders, maybe not going accustomed to plan.
But I suppose it was to be expected. It's a warehouse sale, it's what we have that's on hand. I can't say we. It's what they have that's on hand. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I really, really appreciated everyone's patience, letting us sort of try to wade through and figure out what we were doing. It was great that the libations opened and folks were at least had
able to enjoy the event.
Yeah, I was so surprised to see how many folks who came, as well as parents who brought lawn chairs for their children to sit on the sides, just to wait out to see if they have the ability of purchasing something. I know and everything didn't go perfectly as planned, but this is the first run of everything, so hopefully we're allowed to have these stumbles until things sort of maybe the 8th iteration will look much better.
Consequence was saying that Nicole might be in an Arcade1Up.com video. We'll have to check that out and see if Nicole was part of that. I think we even had a couple folks that were wanting to say hello to her, including P-Dubs. So P-Dubs final hey, do you have any thoughts about the event? He was like, yeah, tell Nicole I said hi. Oh. She might know me. And we're like, huh. Whoa. We asked, by the way, in case anybody wanted to know. And John asked Nicole, hey, have you heard of P-Dubs? And she did not know. So
he just broke his heart. Right, he's watching the stream right now. I'm pretty sure he can hear.
Well, I have to be honest. I'm an honest guy. What can I say? I thought it was a funny moment. It would have been good to just do a quick interview. Be like, hey Nicole. Somebody wants to say hi to you. That's what you know. And I think we'll find more moments to do stuff like that as well. But it was cool. It was cool to see there behind the scenes. Early in the morning, late at night, seeing everything happen. So the Smog City people, Lindsay, the tapper manager, was amazing. All the folks that were here, Tyler was really interested. We introduced a lot of new people to the product, and I think we've made some good relationships. And
they were so excited because they actually wanted to purchase a couple of cabs for the brewery. So when you go, there's actually going to be Arcade1Ups, and it was really fun to see kids just usually when you go to a brewery, it's really cute. You try to entertain children, but at the end of the day, you're just giving them your phone, your tablet, and just leave me alone. Yeah. These kids were able to run around and play some of the games and just be so excited to get into arcade games, right? They're not touching tablets. They're actually playing with buttons and stuff.
That's so wrong, Clax. Nicole was the one person P-Dubs wanted feet pics from and never got. So many memories too. I think so beyond the on-site logistics craziness that happened, and we haven't been able to really catch up on all of the live stream craziness that happened. But there were thousands of people watching every single stream between 12 and 8 p.m.
Wow.
So
Wow.
so much engagement
Thank
from
you.
the community, filling out forms, and trying to get deals maybe at its core. But here's the thing, I think this was a perfect storm event that was a combination of two brands that we love and that we recognize and support. It was getting sales in a deal. It was a community aspect with
Mhm.
lots of people involved, and it made you feel like you're a part of something bigger. And I think that's what I've always tried to drive, was this positive atmosphere on my channel and others of we can do so much good together. And it was great to collaborate with some of my content creators that I see here in the chat too. Mike of All Trades, UAG, Console Kits, Michael B. the Game, Jimmy, and 19K Fox. And so those guys, and even P Dubs early on was in the planning stages. Unfortunately, he couldn't make the event itself by hosting it. But all of them were stellar because a lot of that happened in the last 48 hours before the event. So it was pretty insane how it all came together for that particular portion of it. Were there any major downsides to yesterday's event that you think you would offer some constructive criticism for, or just maybe some moments that stuck out to you?
I shared them last night.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it at that.
And that okay. All right, something maybe that we'll share behind the scenes, but it did take a lot to get it on. I want to just paint some more color about how this even started. I think people are asking about how I got involved, and people that were there were asking me, like, how can I get involved with events like this too? Or how can I work with Arcade1Up and volunteer with them? There was another person that came up to me, him and his wife, that were like, oh, we have a YouTube channel. We have 2.8 million subscribers. We'd love to like work with Arcade1Up at some time. I was like, that's great. You probably should talk to those folks and things. You have such a great reach and things. But it started with just a community post on Facebook several weeks ago. So here's the story about how the event started. John created this post on Facebook that said, hey, community, who's in the SoCal area, community event in July, and was just making a random post. And I had said, hey, that's cool. I would be interested in helping out. And I think he reached out to me because John and I have a relationship. I didn't know anything at that point. And then he reaches out to me and says, here's what I want to do. I want to host this like warehouse type sale because we have a warehouse in Southern California and we want to be able to give this product out. So the first part of that conversation was like, where can we host the event? And that's where he needed help at. And Liv is new to LA. So for me, I was like, oh, here's what I can offer. I have access to Red Cross facilities. And I said, if you just need a place to host the event and bring product out and have a sale, I could offer it and say, hey, yeah, like let's host it at a Red Cross office. And then you could, maybe give a percentage of the sales to the Red Cross, or like, just a certain amount, and we'd be fine. And he's like, oh, that's a really good idea. How could we loop that into it? And so that's where that collaboration was born between the Arcade1Up and that Red Cross charity component, was because I originally offered a location and we wanted to see if we can collab. And then he started talking about the event, wanting it to be like, oh, I was visioning maybe food trucks, and maybe we can get some extra vendors for drinks and other things too. And then I was like, maybe Red Cross office isn't the best location. I mean, people would go there just for the event, but it wouldn't be like a hangout spot. People would just be lining up for a sale, because we've been to warehouse sales where it's purely about the sale. You would get there in the morning, you get there to buy stuff, and then you're out, and that's it. It's not an event. It's really just there to buy product, right? So if we were going for more of a community event, that's when the brewery idea kind of came into place, and having those check boxes on that side. And we had fun scoping out a couple locations, right? We went to several breweries.
We went to all of our favorite breweries.
We did, yeah. So we had several favorite breweries, but here's the favorite part of that experience. As we went to each brewery and tried to talk to the owners or the people of different locations, I would just casually walk up to them and I would say, hey, yeah, my name is B, and I'm just a fan of this company called Arcade1Up. Like, have you guys ever heard of them? They want to host this event potentially in July. And none of them knew who Arcade1Up was. Like, nobody, any of the owners at that level had heard of them. And so it was weird, just like cold asking, like, hey, could you host this? And so asked a lot of people. Some people just flat out rejected and said no. Some people said email our corporate email address.
Mm-hmm.
Some people were excited to host us, but they were a little bit lower key, didn't have quite the casual audience we're looking for. And Smog was like that right combination of like they already had a great location, good ambiance, one of our favorite breweries in general.
We've done events there.
We have done some events there.
I did my prom birthday there.
Yeah, several years ago. She wanted to redo prom and got to wear her prom dress again. Or I bought her a new prom dress and we did an event there. But got to talk with the leaders there. So Afton from Smog was our main POC, and she got back to us, and it checked all our boxes for them doing a community event, and they were just hosting a space. So that's how the brewery conception and all this happened, I would say, like 3 weeks prior to the event. And as we were approaching a holiday weekend, we didn't announce the event until about 10 days prior, and I was getting very nervous about like the promotion side of things. But N kicked in Liv and John and the promotions team getting the collateral. I think the sponsored promotion by Arcade1Up with the graphic and working through like our Red Cross team to make sure we can get the things right.
Sorry to pause you. Just like a super chat, AWOL 101.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a lot of fun. He and his wife had a lot of fun yesterday at the event. I got to meet Kongs R Us, John D, and some really nice cabs, and even gave away to Kongs R Us.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
He gave away the 6-in-1 as Asteroids cab, which AWOL 101, I gotta tell you, unfortunately, I didn't have space to take it home with me because my car was full. So it went home with Bobby Vu. It's in Bobby Vu's U-Haul at his house. But it still has the piece of tape on it that he says, hold for B Kong and to do a giveaway. So we'll think about grabbing it from him and potentially doing something with it. But thank you, AWOL 101. So just last story about kind of the setup of everything and how it all unfolded. I was just really impressed with just the every perfect storm of an event that everybody felt that was just part of this bigger cause, and we couldn't have done it without the community being so vested into it. Folks that was stayed on. There were some people that watched all 8 hours of the stream all day yesterday and enjoyed every minute of it. Like people were having that much fun. So it went from a pure sale, because anybody could host a sale. Anybody can just say we're discounting cabs and that's all it's about. But the fact that it was both in-person experience and thousands of people being able to do it online, we created this really unique event that I think will be hopefully a model. It might be a baseline for us to do something like this in the future. A true hybrid event. This is so very pandemic world, right? Where it's like, we're not just going to focus on the in-person experience. How we hybrid it and allow people to experience it. And it was a beautiful hybrid combination that I think I'm very proud to have been a part of at this point in time. So a day later, my voice still feels a little bit gone. It's a little bit deeper in my register. It's not the same when Console Kids tries to, imitate me and he says, "Hi, this is B. I'm from Kongs R Us." That's how Console Kids impersonates me. Oh. So I'm a little bit deeper. You have a life, Zero Hero. You are participating and making it fun.
Oh, look, so says you should just take off your shirt. Nobody could say nothing.
Yeah, you could. I wanted Mrs. Kongs R Us, by the way, did bring some change of clothes to change us as outfits.
You want me to take off my shirt?
No, well, we hit 1,000. We made 4 times the goal, and we said that if we hit a certain amount, that you would change into a Chun-Li outfit or do something else.
I can do something else.
You brought 2 outfits.
I did bring 2 outfits.
Yeah, and people didn't get to see it, so people should see the outfit that you promised them that you would change into.
I guess it's true. I'll do it now.
You're gonna do it?
I'm gonna do it now.
Just gonna do it?
I'm gonna do it now.
You're gonna do it? Well, I don't know what she's saying. Shirt. What is she doing? I didn't know you were wearing that underneath there. We got 2 Arcade1Up t-shirts. Yay! That was our help. I put her to work. She was the night before on Friday when we got the t-shirts. Was it the day? Yeah. Yeah, she whatchamacallit? I made her build risers because the Miss Pac-Man 40th didn't have a riser, and so didn't the Asteroids. So I was like, all right, here's something that you know how to do. From all of our live unboxing sessions, she built a riser. So she worked hard for that shirt. There you go. Twinsies. B got nervous. I did. I was like, what are you going to do? That was fun. That was fun. But any other thank yous or just recognition that you want to do for folks from yesterday?
Oh my goodness. So the volunteers or the people who reluctantly became volunteers because we just try to ask so nicely as we're scrambling to put things together. Thank you, Brian, for actually being there all day. He was on site with us at the same time. We got there maybe 5 minutes before and was just a champ. Just being there, helping us put things together, talking to folks and trying to repeat information that we're just like, I don't know what's happening. To the logistics crew and the street team who were there just hauling stuff constantly, trying to figure out if they have enough inventory. To Olivia and Nicole for trying to maintain the sales and stuff, but all the energy going and making people happy. To John D for oh my gosh, I don't even realize people notice, but he was filling orders at one point. He was hauling boxes. There's like a vice president of a company.
Oh, he makes me say senior vice
Sorry,
president.
Do you need that?
Yeah.
Okay, senior vice president.
I introduced him to somebody. I was like, "Oh, this is the vice president of Vice," and he was like, "No, it's the executive vice president."
Wait, senior or executive? What are we doing?
Well, he kept lying, kept changing it, so I don't know.
Anyway,
he's some sort of
we
non
had
vice
this
president.
senior executive vice president hauling boxes
Boots
to
on
your
the ground.
car.
Yeah.
So this was pretty awesome. To the Smog City crew who
Mm-hmm.
let us do our thing, and then at some point was like, there's gonna be a fire hazard here, do you mind?
Mm-hmm.
And in just such the polite way, letting us like fill their trash cans full of like packaging
Oh, we left
materials.
a lot of trash there. I felt really bad for the Smog City folks. They had this separate warehouse where they were building I was under the impression that these cabs were already built because we had a ton of them from the Shack event. So I thought they had a warehouse full of like pre-built cabs that they were gonna bring. We didn't even see that they were. I was hoping they were gonna bring an NBA Jam XL there. I thought they would have had one, but they did not. Unfortunately, there wasn't any new exclusive product that was there. But we left a lot of the boxes that they built over the last several days beforehand.
Yeah, and then to our friends too. You know who you are.
Yes.
Who came to support us and ended up volunteering for us too. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And we appreciate the community too. So much positive energy. So many times people actually walked up and just said like hi to us and was just genuinely excited to be at an Arcade1Up community event in person. And I had so many, it was really cute. At one point, there was a little kid standing next to me and he goes, yeah, the guy who's hosting it is a content creator. I'm going to go say hi to him. So I don't know if you had little fans come to say
really?
Hi. Yeah, it was really cute.
I did have a lot of people walk up to me saying that they enjoy watching the content, and those are always great. And several people that I did talk to, I was like, oh, it's like do you what's your username? Like I met AWOL101. He was one of the guys that won the Tron early on, and he's like, oh yeah, this is AWOL101. Sir Sega came, and by the way, I need to show it off. So actually, let me go get it because I want to recognize Sir Sega. Go talk about something like that.
I'm going to talk about other stuff too. So, gosh, yeah, there was just a lot going on in the event yesterday. And it's crazy how fast it was put together. Crazy how fast they were trying to be innovative in terms of being able to maintain sales in person and virtually as well. You have something wrapped. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of folks coming up to me and saying like, hey, they have something. Mr. Sega had mentioned that he wanted to give me a gift on a previous stream, and he did. He sought me up and he gave me two things. The first thing he gave me, I'm gonna go in reverse order. The second thing he gave me was this T-shirt, and he is part of a setup crew for like Star Wars, and like there's this Star Wars Green Buffalo crew. I forget what it means, but I think it's part of the Strike crew or something. For the set, the people that help put the sets together. So speaking of the sets that he had put together, he gave me this awesome, check this out. This is a panel from the set of Kenobi.
Oh crap, it looks like you just ripped it off the wall.
Yeah, I mean, like this was a legit piece that's still wired up that you could wire up and have the lights light up.
Bottom to let you know this is the bottom.
Yeah, but it's so cool. It's like super weathered, like it's a unique actual like piece from the set.
It literally looks like it was ripped off.
I know, and these are arcade buttons that I'm very familiar with as well. I've used these buttons in a lot of my mods. So to see them here, and potentially this could go into I don't know what to do with this. I might try to incorporate this into maybe one of my Star Wars cabinet builds, but this is so cool. I'm just
audience noticed you cut your hair the night before.
Oh yes, I did. But this is really cool. So thank you, Sir Sega. This is really badass. Just meeting the fans. And it's weird to say that because I never thought content creator being on YouTube would lead to that, but I was giving out stickers and people were having a good time, and I wanted to try to make that experience as best I could. I tried to talk to many people as I could too. I apologize if I brushed anybody off because there were times where I was heading in a direction and people were asking general questions, and you just kind of have to answer as many as you can and sometimes say, I'm sorry, I don't know. here's who you can talk to. And so if I did give anybody a poor experience because of that, I apologize. But if you're running an event, you got a lot of wear hats. Yes, you're welcome, Sir Collins. There he is, Mr. Sir Sega. That's so freaking cool. Eduardo says he's a prop collector, so don't mess with it. Keep it as is. He's like, don't mess with it. Don't put it into stuff. Yeah, people usually say that, but where else would I put it? Like, it wouldn't be cool to like put it. Wouldn't this be cool as a coin door on an arcade, Star Wars arcade? No. He's like, no, just put it in a box and say what it is. I don't know what to do with it. We'll figure it out. So very cool. All right. Anyways, I wanted to keep this super short today. I know our good friend 19K Fox has having a live stream at this moment. Hopefully you guys can support him and check him out. Doing some great stuff. You got to see him with this shirt off. Ooh, Foxy.
I missed all these things.
I know. When we hit that
$4,000,
you were working the whole time. We got you some drinks and some beverages. Cheers to everybody again that helped put that event on. It was an amazing opportunity to be a part of something larger than ourselves. And I appreciate you so much. I just wanted to use this public opportunity to say that, even though I've said it many times yesterday. And John D definitely owes this woman a drink, if not a few, because she did a lot. But anyways,
I did run up a tab the night before, working off.
Yeah, we did have that Arcade1Up tab going on, so we did get some nice beverages courtesy of Arcade1Up, as well as these beautiful T-shirts.
Sample shirts.
So thank you for the matchy opportunity. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your evening. Be safe out there, and check out 19K Fox on your way out. See you guys later. Bye, everybody.